guys, this is Tina from Shabbydabbydoodah. Welcome back to my channel. So I'm here with another folio that I'm making, and this is another one using ready-made things. Having a lot of fun playing with this and, you know, just kind of laying things around. So I thought today I would just come on and just switch the camera on and just carry on, you know, continue with kind of working on it. So I'm just quickly finishing off this side. Sorry, I now have glue issues at the very start of the video. That's not very helpful, is it? Hold on. Oh, come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. Oh, I haven't been crafting yet this morning, so my glue's obviously, it's having a funny 5 minutes. It's a reluctant crafter today. Doesn't really want to come out to play. Okay, hold on. Okay. Reluctant, but we've forced him, so yeah, let's just pop that down there. Okay. So I'm just literally filling it with, you know, anything and everything really that I have laying around, that, you know, I have kind of pre-ready made, and, you know, various things. So just going to cut this lace down because I'm going to pop this lace across the top. And then I might just add some kind of foldy flap type bits just for a bit of like extra interest really. So let me just get my glue ready. Okay, let's just pop the lace down here. Okie dokie. Okay, right. Yeah, so I'm thinking kind of maybe have like some sort of flap or something here. So this particular section, I've got an envelope here and then I've popped a pocket on top of the envelope. So there's a pocket here and a top loading pocket. So I'm kind of thinking we could maybe have like a flap coming off around the envelope. So let me see what I've got that's, you know, going to coordinate nicely. Well, I've got this piece, which actually is the envelope from the, I think it's the Melrose Garden kit. So I'm just going to cut that out. This might be going to be too big, but we'll just see. The reason why I think this might be ideal is because I've double-sided this. And normally I'm terrible for forgetting to double-side things. So the fact that this is double-sided, I kind of think, ooh, awesome. It's actually kind of ready to go. So let's just quickly cut that down. Okay. I'm just going to take this down here. I mean, to be honest, if this is actually stuck in that flap, we don't really need to kind of even worry about shaping this round. But just in case that's not where we end up having it, I'll be good and shape it. So obviously, you know, we fold it along the, you know, little kind of dotted lines. So like that, and then that dotted line there. Okay, so what I'm wondering is if we could have either it kind of in there, but then we've kind of lost the whole it's an envelope. Okay, well this is not going to quite work because actually also the inside where I said, oh, I've double-sided it, it would then be upside down. So yeah, scrap that. We will, you know, maybe we'll just kind of tuck this envelope in or something like that. But yeah, definitely we won't be having it there after all. So yeah, already that idea's gone out the window. I've got some other paper here that's been double-sided. That's just not going to go, is it? No, that's not going to go at all. Always worth just checking though, isn't it? You know, while we've got it here. I've got some file folder, so that would work absolutely fine. So let's just fold this. I'm thinking what we could do is fold it and then fold it over here. Oh, my bone folder is buried amongst this stuff that's on my desk at the moment. And can I see it? Of course I can't. I mean, it's, yeah, it's obviously kind of right here somewhere. But like always the case, you know, just can't find it right when you need it, can you? So, oh well, I'll use my scissor handles. They're fine, they work just as well. So I'm kind of thinking we could have that there. It's just for an extra piece of, you know, added interest, really. So yeah, maybe have that. Now, obviously I want to just decorate it up. I don't want it just there, you know, looking really out on a limb. Because obviously it doesn't really go with anything else that's on here. So yeah, let's just see. Just going to cut this little frame out. Okay. I can't tell you how much I love doing these folios. I'm kind of like addicted to them. They just are my most favourite thing to do at the moment. So I can't stop doing them. And literally, no sooner do I finish one than I want to try another one, because I have sort of another idea floating around with other things to try. So yeah, I'm literally, as soon as one's finished, I'm making the next one. So definitely they're, you know, they're my addiction at the moment. Right, kind of thinking down there now. Just want to put something in the background. Got this, which is kind of a journal cardy type piece. I mean, that's quite nice on there actually, isn't it? Or I could just kind of collage up some bits myself, but to be honest, that's quite nice on its own, isn't it? Yeah, I quite like how that looks. Do you know, I'm thinking, yeah, might use that. Because although it's different colours, obviously this has got light blues in it. In some ways that's quite nice, because everything else is very pink. And, you know, this is maybe almost a little bit of a contrast that perhaps it needed. Unbeknown to me, you know. I wasn't aware that it needed it, but now I'm kind of looking, I think, oh, actually, I think it did need a bit of a break from the pinks. I'm just checking to see whether there's anything else that I would prefer. I mean, I do have some of my invoice pieces, so I'm just going to bring those in. I mean, obviously that's very blue. Got this one that's kind of neutral. Or we've got these, which are quite neutral. So let me just try these. Just in case this would be better. So I hope everyone's having a good day, doing some crafting, having a nice time. How do you guys feel about folios? Have you tried them? Are you, like me, a little bit kind of obsessed and addicted now to making them? Definitely, yeah, they're super fun. I mean, I know I've said it before, but honestly, I mean, I think journals are kind of freeing, you know, because there's no rules and things, but the folios are even more fun, you know, because there are even less rules involved in the folios. So yeah, I'm sort of really loving doing them. Right, I'm going to just cut this, or not cut it, but tear it along this line here. So let's just get that and tear that down. Okie dokie. Just wondering whether I could even have that layered over. Let's just have a look. Just tear this one down. And I mean, none of these have been coffee dyed or anything. They're all just, you know, plain paper. Do you know, I can't help but think actually that, you know, that journal card type piece actually went better. I mean, I know it is, like I say, a different colour, but there was something kind of nice about it. So yeah, I'm just going to glue this down. Oh no, sorry, I'm not going to yet. I didn't realise, but that's actually down there. So I'm going to tear this down here. Okay. Just trying to get it to actually fit on here now. Okay, and then then, yeah, we'd have this here. So I'm just going to literally trim this edge down just fractionally more. Okay. Oops, trying to get it a little bit straighter. I've made a shocking job of that. Oh well. Yeah, I quite like that. Now, do I want to make this slightly smaller? I think perhaps I do. So I'm going to glue this on first. Please excuse the back. You know, obviously this has been taken from like a collage masterboard, so the back's obviously got other things on there. Okay, let's just put that up there and squish that down. Okay, oops. Oh, come on, what am I doing? Let's just kind of glue this piece down. Okay, right, and then I'm going to trim this up because, you know, otherwise it's quite a lot overhanging. So let's just move that up slightly. Okay, and then I'm just going to trim it down here. Okay, right. Oh, perhaps I'll trim it here as well. Okay. Okay, right, that's that piece. And yep, let's just press that down nicely. So I will ink this up, I think, before I glue it on, just because it's, you know, going to be easier to get to there. Okay. And then let's just open it out, glue it, not glue it, sorry, ink it out here. And then ink it up here. Okay, and just a little bit here. Right, do I have it inked everywhere? No, not quite. Not quite. We'll just quickly do this side. Yeah, you kind of lose focus and think, oh, where's going to be showing? But actually, I guess technically all of it will show, except for the flap that will obviously be glued on. So, right, we are gluing it like this. Yeah, okay. That looks good. And then where's that frame? That's it. So we're going to have the frame on there. Yeah, I like how that looks. That blue just seems to work on there. It does kind of almost need a little bit of something to break up all the pink, I think. So let's just glue that down. Now, again, obviously this, you know, I should have really thought to do this first, because then I would have probably put some sort of like maybe string closure or something like that on this. Unfortunately, I only just thought of actually adding this flap now. So it's a bit late now to add like some string or something. Yeah, I haven't really got, I mean, I could do something here, but I think what I'll do, I'll just hold it closed with a paper clip. So, you know, that's fine. Paper clips are fine. They will work fine. Right, let's just quickly ink up the frame. Okay. Yeah, so I'm going to pop that there. Oh, I love how that looks. Right. And then do we want anything else? You know, lace, for instance, because, well, we'd like to add a bit of lace. Now, I've gone for quite a mixture of lace in this particular folio. So I'm really trying to kind of be, you know, really not very, very matchy-matchy. And just kind of go with the flow here. So, and that maybe is a touch too much of that pink lace. So let me just see what other lace I've got just laying around maybe on my desk. Got this little strip of green. I think that's probably too thick, but no, it's not too bad actually. Let me just cut this down slightly. Okay, so if that were to go there. Yeah, maybe that works quite nicely actually, having just a little touch of green, to be honest. So yeah, let's do that. Who'd have thought it, that we were going to go with green? I mean, literally, I've got all different laces going on, all different ones. But, you know, I really wanted to have sort of an eclectic look. I didn't want it all matchy-matchy. So, yeah. I'm really trying to be good and go for lots of different colours and things. So, not different colours as in, you know, clashing. But different colours, you know, if they can work together and I can pull it off, go with different colours. Yeah, not just kind of different colours, ugh, you know, that don't go at all. But just if I can manage to make them work at all, then mix up the colours quite a bit. So that's that. Now, that's a little bit too big, that bow. Okay. This one's probably not the right colour. Okie dokie. So I mean, really here, we're just adding some flaps and things to, you know, ready-made existing pieces, you know, to then pop into the folio. So, you know, to illustrate really that you can take your existing pieces. So for instance here, this was an existing collage, you know, masterboard piece. This was obviously just an envelope, but this was also an existing piece. This was actually an over the page pocket and I've cut it in two. So I've got half here and then I've got half here. And again, I've added like a flap to that piece. So, you know, once you've kind of made things, if you make things, you know, like make ephemera ahead, I guess, you know, you're not stuck with it. You don't kind of have to use it as it is. You know, if you kind of look at it and think, oh, what a shame, you know, that would have really gone well on this project. But I don't know, it's the wrong shape or size or, you know, something like that. I mean, you may well be able to actually alter it and then still have it on your project. You know, don't be kind of like put off, because you might be able to just, you know, cut a side off, or, you know, cut something off and then still have it on your project. So, you know, it's always worth kind of having a bit of a play to see if you can do something to actually get it to work, you know, even if at first glance it, you know, appears that it wouldn't work, if you see what I mean. So again, just popping that bow down. Okay, so that looks nice, doesn't it? The only thing is, I think I could do with a bit more glue under this flap here. So just pop that there. Okay. Hey, gorgeous boy. Are you getting up now, ready to go out, sweetie? It's not a very nice day, is it?
I don't really feel very well.
Oh, you don't feel very well? What's wrong, darling?
I think I might have tonsillitis.
Oh, that's such a shame. Oh, we'll have your shower and we'll see how you feel, darling. Oh, we had planned a little day out today. I'm filming ahead and I'm still filming during the school summer holidays, you know. And yeah, we'd planned a little day out, and now obviously my son's got up and, you know, he's decided he's not feeling very well. So isn't that just such a shame? Right, okay, so I have to be careful here not to add anything else too much, because I'm coming to the point where I'm going to find it difficult to close the folio, if you see what I mean. So I just need to kind of bear that in mind a little bit. So I'm going to open it up and do some bits here. So again, I'm pulling in some of my ready-made ephemera pieces. Let's just see what we've got that we might be able to, you know, hopefully incorporate somewhere. Okay. I mean, just those are quite nice, to be honest, aren't they? And then of course I'll just collage up some bits and pieces as well in the background again. So let's see what we've got. Okay, and then I'll just obviously fill in some spaces, or you know, some of the gaps. Yeah, that's quite nice. And then just wondering whether I want to have like an envelope on this bit. So again, let me just kind of check out what's going on here. So this is going to fold in. So in some ways, I'm better off kind of bulking this out a bit, because then this isn't going to have to close so tightly, perhaps. Hadn't really kind of thought of that, but yeah, maybe that's a you know, a good thing to do. So let's just get an envelope so we can make a flap, or you know, like an extra page almost. So that can go there, like that. Or I guess it could go the other way, actually. I might prefer it the other way, I think. I know, it really probably is, you know, doesn't really matter too much, but for some reason I'm feeling the other way would be better. Okay, now I'm going to, I think, reinforce here. Actually, I might not really need to be honest. No, I'm not going to do that. Right, so let's get gluing some bits down in the background. Now, I've said loads of times before, but I mean, I'm really hooked on making these folios, but every time I make one, I do make them slightly different. So, you know, not because for any reason, it's not because like, you know, it didn't work the last time or anything like that. In fact, this is kind of a point in case actually, because, you know, like here, for instance, I've kind of tried this and I'm actually not too sure that this is actually going to be a working folio, if you see what I mean. This actually might have gone a step too far and actually, you know, not be too great. So yeah, I guess that's an example of, you know, sometimes the original is best. The reason I've ended up making different ones every single time really is because I can't remember about how I've done the previous one. And trying to then reenact it, if you like, it's, yeah, pretty tricky, to be honest. So they've just subsequently all ended up completely different, you know, but not intentionally. But I'm struggling to kind of then get the exact formula and make it identical, you know, for a second time. But this particular one, and you will see, you know, when I do the flip through, well, if I come to do the flip through, because maybe it won't work, you know, to the extent that I won't even get as far as doing the flip through. Yeah, I'm not quite 100% sure that this is actually going to be, you know, workable enough, if you see what I mean. Right, let's get this envelope glued down. So pop this one down here. So I want this to go into the fold as much as possible. So like that. Okay. Just glue that down. Like that. Okay. Okie dokie. So yeah, got that into that fold. And then I just want to now have this one kind of like running in front of it, or, you know, yeah, in front, I suppose, would be the description. So I've got like two, like pages of a journal, basically. So we'll have that one there. So again, just squish that one down. Okay. Like that. Okie dokie. Right. So, yep, they're going to be like that. And then just want to get this down here somehow. So, right, now I just want to check whether if I put it like that, sorry, struggling to fit this all in on camera, to be honest. Yeah, we'd planned a day out, and obviously now my son's woken up not really feeling too great, so that's a shame. I mean, he might just perk up, you know, because sometimes you have a shower and think, oh, actually, I don't feel too bad, you know. That would be a shame if he's, you know, not going to be feeling really well enough to do anything, so have to think of a fallback plan. It's not looking too great at the moment, is it? How I've put these or arranged these papers, but okay, so maybe something like that. I'm thinking. Let's just tear this down. We could possibly have that somewhere else, to be honest. Right, let's put that there. Oh dear. Now look, I've not now left enough. I've now got a big gap. Oh dear. Honestly, this is sometimes what happens when you're trying to be stingy. I thought, oh, I'll be stingy and then I'll have more of that left. I mean, to be honest, there was no need to be stingy because, you know, these are just digis and I can just print out some more. But, you know, it just comes naturally, doesn't it, to just try and hang on to your papers. And of course, now all I've done is actually tear it down to the point where no, not big enough. Let's try again. Okay. Right, let's try it like this. And then like that. Okie dokie. Aha, that's better, isn't it? Yeah, so let's just glue this one down. I'm going to not be stingy. I'm just going to use it. Like that. Okay. Oops. Oh, come on. Okie dokie. Just mop that glue up. Oh, how are you feeling now that you've had a shower? You feeling any better? Oh. Oh, well, I'll come down after my video and then we can see whether we fancy doing anything or not. I mean, hopefully still do something, because that would be a shame, wouldn't it? Okay, right, let's pop that down there. And this one. Right, and maybe even figure this piece out. Just see. Maybe something like that. Or maybe I could turn this one around. Hold on. I mean, again, I'm only really trying to fill in the background. I don't know really why I'm making such a fuss about this, but, you know, equally, you do want it to look right, don't you? So, you know, you have got to kind of play around a fair amount, haven't you, to, you know, get it looking quite how you want it. Okay. Okie dokie. Oops. And then do we want this piece here? Let's just see. Right. Okay, so that's like that. Now, just having a look. I've got some little scraps laying around, so I'm just seeing whether I might be able to have anything else on here. Right, can't go over there. What do we think to this in the background, like with the lilac? Is that just like really weird and really out there? Because obviously I've got some that's not lilac, and yeah, I mean, why I'm actually trying to use lilac is maybe questionable. You know, perhaps I should forgo that. Oh, let's tear this one down. So So this one has still got lilac in it, but it's obviously got more sort of peachy kind of brownie type, or creamy brownie tones to it. So perhaps this will actually just tone better with that. Yeah, that probably looks better, doesn't it? And actually I'm going to put it this way round, I think. Yeah, okay, right. Let's get this one down. Yeah, we were going to have a lovely beach day today, and it's really not looking the best weather, it's got to be said. So then I was thinking, oh, maybe IKEA or something, go and have a look around IKEA. I know I've talked about this before, but although it sounds like a really dull day out, I mean, the kids really like going there as well because, you know, they have those cheap hot dogs and stuff. So, you know, we could have kind of like just gone to IKEA and, you know, I could have stocked up on my scissors. The kids could have all had a hot dog and things. But, I mean, obviously, you know, my son's not feeling very well. That's the last thing you want to be doing, isn't it? Traipsing around IKEA. But, you know, who knows? Maybe he'll feel a bit better after he's had something to eat. But, yeah. I mean, if not, you know, you don't really want to go looking around IKEA, really. Right. So, yeah, we've got that piece there. Now, I'm thinking maybe that on the facing kind of page, which is obviously the envelope. Just checking that I'm putting the pieces, you know, on the right pieces, if you see what I mean. Because, you know, once they're down and you're kind of stuck then. So it's better to get them in the right place, isn't it? Okay. And like I say, I mean, this is just using, you know, odds and pieces that have actually already been created. So, right, I've got some of those envelope pockets that we did recently. Oh, I've got this lovely one with the pressed flowers. Just checking whether I might put this anywhere. That's quite nice on there, isn't it? Maybe like that. It's quite nice, right? It's doubtful that I will use any more of those envelope pockets. But again, stranger things have happened, who knows? This is one of those pocket pieces from the Rachel challenge. No, that's going to be too bulky. Okay, put that down. I'm just literally looking behind me, kind of in my ready-made stash, and kind of just thinking, oh, what have I got there, you know, that's loosely going to possibly go with this. So let me just bring in, because I've got this other frame. Just cut around there. Okay. Oh, it's such a shame about the weather. I can't believe it's just so miserable. Because, I mean, it's been really weird this last few weeks. But, yeah, I mean, we've had kind of a couple of days of, you know, actually quite hot. And I thought, oh, you know, hopefully we'll get a hot day and we can, you know, go to the beach. But, yeah, it's now just looking grayer and grayer by the minute. Actually, to the point it looks like it could even rain. I mean, I'm pretty sure it's not forecast to rain, but, you know, you just can't tell, can you? You just can't tell. Right. So maybe have a little frame down there or something to break everything up. Or maybe I'm getting too many frames going. Oh, I don't know. I can't now pull this together. Something's not working on here for me, and I'm not quite sure what it is. Right, let's have a look here. So I've got these beautiful, beautiful stamps. So let's just cut one of these down, because maybe it needs something a bit more toned down, just like one of these buff coloured pieces. I mean, I love using buff coloured stuff. It just always just looks really awesome. You know, whatever you put the buff coloured stuff with, it looks really cool. Okay, well that's quite nice. Perhaps I could have it like that. I just can't get this quite how I need it to be. Not that I know how I need it to be, but I'm hoping that just suddenly it will turn a corner and I'll think, ah, that's how I needed it to be. I might come back to this page. So yeah, let's do the facing bit because I love how this looks. So yeah, let's get just something down in the background of there. And maybe just a remainder of this invoice or something. Okay. Oh dear. Oh dear. Right. Now I can't get this one to work either. Do you know, I'm kind of thinking maybe I should just stamp on that envelope. Yeah, maybe I will just stamp on there. So let's just take this. Okay, let's just stamp on that envelope now. Yeah, I'm thinking might just do some script stamps. So I've got this lovely stamp that I bought recently. Let's just use this. Okay. Now it's stuck. Oh, come on. Stuck in the packaging. Okay. Now what colour shall I stamp is the question. Don't think I want black because that feels like that's a bit too, you know, too much. Let's go for the saddle brown. Oops. Oh, it's barely showing up at all now. Isn't that just so typical? Okay, although this looks rubbish, I mean, hopefully by the time that I actually put things down and, you know, what have you, it's going to not really show too much. So, you know, hopefully it's not going to stay looking rubbish. But hey, we don't know that. It might stay looking rubbish. Okay, so I'm just going to ink around that envelope. So I think what I'll do is just put something behind that envelope while I do that, so it doesn't go onto the envelope beneath. Because although I will want to ink the envelope beneath, I don't want to just have it random, you know, with like a straight line, you know, from the other envelope, if that makes sense. So yeah, I will be inking the envelope beneath. I'm just going to ink the facing page as well. But I don't want it just to have like a straight line, you know, where it's been suddenly inked against the other envelope. Right. Okay, so we have that there. Possibility of that, and then we've got this here like that. Okay, and I'm thinking maybe have a bit of lace or something coming out from the bottom here. Yeah, maybe kind of something like that. Maybe not that particular one actually. Again now, just struggling to find the right lace. So let's just have a quick look, see what lace I've got. Oh, come on, I must have some lace laying around somewhere here. Always got lace laying around, come on. I mean, that would be a complete first, wouldn't it, if I had no lace laying around. Okay, I've got this little piece. It's minuscule. But hey, maybe minuscule is all I actually need. Okay, right, let's just glue this one down. So teeny weeny bit of lace there. I'll just put that there like that. Just coming off at the bottom. Okay, right, I'm going to pop this. It's actually an envelope. So I'm going to put it down like a side loading pocket as well. So yeah, I'm going to try and hot glue this down just because, you know, by hot gluing it's going to be nice and quick. So let's get the hot glue. So I just want to go all around like that, and then of course, you know, straight across at the top like that. Okay, then press that down. Like that. Okay, how gorgeous does that look? I'm just going to cut this little frayed bit of that lace off. Really pretty, really pretty. Okay, so that's my kind of like pocket here. And then of course it's, you know, got the envelope, but it's also got a pocket here in the side as well. So yeah, we are incorporating quite a fair amount of pockets. Still can't decide, would you believe, what to do with this. It's, yeah, just not really working for me. So I'm definitely going to come back to that. Yeah, so I'm going to kind of go over and then, you know, work on these other pages, and then I will come back and, you know, come back to that page. And then it might just come together. You know, sometimes you just need a kind of breather from it, don't you? And you kind of come back to it and suddenly think, oh, I know what's going to look, you know, what's going to look good there. But sometimes you just need that bit of a breather from it to allow you to kind of think on it a bit. So yeah, I will definitely, you know, just give it some space and time to reevaluate what I want to do there. But yeah, so I hope that you like how the folio is coming together. I mean, you know, other than this where I'm now struggling, but I mean, I definitely love how this looks, and I mean the actual folio itself I really love. So yeah, I hope that you like it, and thank you so much for watching, and I will see you guys soon. Thanks then. Bye.